At the online teaching planning workshop, you will use a website like this to create a storyboard for your module. On the right-hand side of the board, you can see the 6 learning types, and on the left-hand side of the board, you can see it's been divided into weeks, which you can change if you want to. We can create these as blocks of weeks or organise it by topic or theme. So the idea for the storyboard is that you will have a look at the learning types. You'll think about what you want your students to do at different times on your module. Then you will click and drag the learning types over to the left-hand side of the screen to show where and when you want these things to occur. So for example, this might be the sort of general format of learning that we will expect students to follow in weeks 1 to 3. Then you can continue to populate the rest of the left-hand side of the board. Once you're happy with the order of the learning types and you've created your storyboard, we're going to add a little more detail. So to get some ideas for the types of things that you could do for each learning type, you can click on the link, More Info and Examples, and it shows you here what that might look like in a face-to-face setting. So for example, the students might be reading books or papers or listening to a teacher presentation. But it also gives some examples of how you might do this as a student online. For example, you might read a Canvas page with text, images, and links to further reading. And we can see here that there's a little hyperlink that we can click on if we need some advice on how to do that. So we come to a guide here on how we can set up a Canvas page. So I quite like the look of viewing a live presentation on MS Teams or Canvas conferences. So I'm going to copy that text. I'm going to go back to my storyboard, and for this learning type, here, the acquisition, I click on the pencil icon and I add in, I'll paste in that information about what the activity is. You would go through that, adding more detail for each week, and eventually you've got a very detailed plan of what your students are going to be asked to do, and you'll also have links to information on how you can actually set that up within Canvas. We are looking forward to helping you storyboard your module at the workshop.